Good morning, everyone, or afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching this. My name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is a return trip for you, welcome back. It is early. Oh my goodness, it's early. But I wanted to get this all down so that I could get it uploaded and published for you guys this week. This is the double coiled notebook that I'm using for the month of December, maybe even going into January, we'll see. I needed to add a couple of things on my monthly, mainly just one. We are planning on picking up our granddaughter from school. Where did my tweezers go? They're there. On Thursday. Perfect. And then I don't think there was anything else. I think that was the most important thing that I needed to get on there. And then over here, I'm actually going to change our meal plan. This is going to be different. I went through our freezer and picked out some different meals. So a couple things can happen here. I could grab my white out and white that out, or I could cut a piece of paper out and glue it down. Either one would be fine. It doesn't really matter. So maybe whiteout is pretty easy to do. I'm just gonna tear. How big of a piece of paper do I need? I don't think very big. Yeah, not very big at all. And obviously, whiteout would probably be easier, but I think that will work. So let me grab my glue stick. Put the lid back on. Okay, so instead of that for meals, I'm going to be doing, I was gonna say, where did my list go here? Roasted potatoes with pork chops and broccoli. Got dirty rice. Shrimp tacos. Baked cod with asparagus. And I've got a ham that I'll probably do like a ham and cheese sandwich for. So we'll put that in its place. That keeps track of everything. And then let's also go in and put on Thursday, let's use one of these snowflakes. I think that will be fun. And then I'm going to draw a line because after dropping her off, we are going to celebrate her birthday at her house. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and add in, well, do I have over here? I did. Walking pad to be delivered. It was actually delivered last week. So I need to set it up. And then I need to request time off. For Thursday. Perfect. So then filming schedule is going to be so I'll have the members only Hobonichi over on my other channel, the composition notebook on my other channel, and then the spiral notebook here. So those will be what I'm filming that week. It's going to be a pretty busy week, but not too bad. And then I want to set up Monday. So let's do this cute little cat. And then let's take, I'll just set up Monday and Tuesday. So grab my Sharpie marker and put in the number 1 and 2. And I don't know about you, excuse me, I am really excited that December starts on a Monday. It just feels super nice and clean. All right, so that is what my dailies are gonna look like. They're just a half sheet. Ooh, that coffee is hot. Hot tamales. Okay, so let's go back to the month. So I don't have anything here on the month itself. Let's go to the dailies. We're gonna do the walking pad, and then we're gonna do pork chops with roasted potatoes and broccoli. So flip this back over. I obviously will have work in here. So I'm gonna leave a little bit in the morning to fill in. I'm gonna put in here work. And this week I know I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done. I also need to set up my walking pad. My boss is gonna help me do that, which is awesome, totally awesome. So get that set up, and then I think I will, I've got so many rulers on my desk right now. I will draw a line down to here for work. It's not a true visualization of how long I'm working, but it'll be totally fine. And then down here, why don't I get, this is the Tombow N52. Tombos you can usually find either on Amazon or Jet Pens, right around $3 each. And what I've done over the years is I have like picked what theme I want, and then I will, you know, buy a couple of markers that go with that theme. Like for this one, I could use this one and maybe the N95. I think those would be really pretty with what I have going on. And they're under, what, $7 to get both of them. So it is frugal in a sense that you're doing it slowly. And you're only buying the colors that you're necessarily using. So I do want to mark at the top here, this is going to be AM routine. And of course, it's going to be a little bit different than what I do on my weekly layout. So I definitely want to make sure and include what I'm taking for lunch that day. And for Monday, it's going to be probably leftover dirty rice. Although we were planning on going to the coast today, so I might be making clam chowder instead if we decide not to go to the coast. So that may also be what I take. So I'll put or chowder since I'm not 1000% sure, but I definitely want to keep track of what I'm eating. And then walking in the morning, how many minutes I walk, and then again during the day I want to track my how long I walked. Perfect. And then down here, of course, I'm going to put in make dinner, clean up, and then how long we're walking. I know it seems like a lot of walking, but it's really like 30 minutes at a time. It's not really a whole bunch. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. This doesn't go, it only goes to here in this notebook for dailies. So I do have a lot left that I can either do for January or if I decide to add to this. But let me know down in the comments what you think so far of the monthly layout, the weekly layout, and then the daily layout. I thought about doing a full page for the dailies. It's just too much room for me, especially for the month of December. And then I also thought about doing like a gift tracker. I could still do that in here. And if I do decide to do that, I will film it so that you can see it, just to keep track of the gifts that I've purchased for the holidays for the grandkids and for stockings. That way I don't duplicate, or I have an equal amount for the kids. They're not at that age where they need to have the same amount spent on them, but it's very important that they have the same number to open. Tell me you understand that too. I hope you have an amazing week. Happy December 1st through 7th. This is definitely that moment where we get to be like, ah, it just looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. All right, I will talk to you in the comments down below. I love you. Bye.